The crack of a bat, the roar of the crowd, a lone figure rounding the bases. This is the story of a man who changed America's favorite pastime forever, Jackie Robinson, the first African American to play in Major League Baseball. Our story begins on January 31st, 1919 in Cairo, Georgia. Jack Roosevelt Robinson enters the world, the youngest of 5 children born to sharecroppers. His middle name honors the recently deceased President Theodore Roosevelt. Little Jackie's early years are tough. His father leaves when Jackie is just a baby. His mother, Mally, moves the family to Pasadena, California, in search of a better life. Growing up in Pasadena, young Jackie stands out, not just for the color of his skin in a mostly white neighborhood, but for his incredible athletic ability. At John Muir High School, Jackie isn't just a star in one sport. He excels in football, basketball, track and field, and of course, baseball. But it's at Pasadena Junior College where Jackie really starts to shine. In 1938, he breaks the junior college broad jump record. That same year, he's named the region's most valuable player in baseball. Jackie's talents take him to UCLA. He becomes the school's first athlete to letter in 4 sports. On the football field, he's part of one of the most integrated college teams of the time. But Jackie's college days are cut short. With World War II raging, he's drafted into the Army in 1942. Even here, Robinson faces discrimination. When he refuses to move to the back of an Army bus, he's court-martialed. Though he's later honorably discharged, the experience leaves its mark. After the war, Jackie turns back to baseball. He joins the Kansas City Monarchs in the Negro Leagues. His talent catches the eye of Branch Rickey, general manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Rickey has a plan, a bold plan. He wants to break baseball's color barrier, and he thinks Jackie Robinson is the man to do it. In August 1945, Rickey calls Robinson to Brooklyn for a meeting. The conversation that follows will change the course of baseball history. Rickey doesn't just want a great player, he needs someone with the strength to face the abuse that's sure to come. He asks Robinson, "Are you looking for a Negro who is afraid to fight back?" Robinson's reply, "Are you looking for a Negro who's afraid to fight back?" Rickey says he needs a player with guts enough not to fight back. He tells Robinson he'll face insults, physical attacks, hate mail. They'll do anything to make you react badly, he warns. Robinson listens, he thinks, and then he agrees to sign. On April 15, 1947, Jackie Robinson takes the field as a Brooklyn Dodger. He's 28 years old. The weight of history rests on his shoulders. The abuse starts immediately. Opposing players hurl insults. Fans shout racial slurs. Some of his own teammates threaten to sit out rather than play alongside him. But Robinson stays strong. He lets his play do the talking. That first season isn't easy. Robinson faces constant pressure both on and off the field. But he excels. He leads the league in sacrifice hits and stolen bases. He's named Rookie of the Year. More importantly, Robinson shows he belongs. He proves that baseball's color line was always artificial. That talent knows no race. As the seasons go by, Robinson's star only rises. In 1949, he wins the National League MVP award. He helps lead the Dodgers to 6 pennants in his 10 seasons. But Robinson's impact goes far beyond the baseball diamond. He becomes a symbol of the changing times, a living example that integration can work. Robinson uses his fame to speak out on civil rights issues. He testifies before Congress. He writes newspaper columns. He campaigns for political candidates who support equality. After retiring from baseball in 1956, Robinson continues to break barriers. He becomes the first black vice president of a major American corporation when he joins Chock-full Nuts Coffee Company. But the strain of being a pioneer takes its toll. Years of stress and a family history of diabetes affect Robinson's health. He dies in 1972 at just 53 years old, yet his legacy lives on. In 1997, Major League Baseball retires Robinson's number 42 across all teams. It's the first time any sport has honored a player this way. Today, every April 15th, all MLB players wear number 42 to honor Robinson's debut. His impact on the game and on American society continues to resonate. But let's go back. Back to those early days when Jackie was just starting out with the Dodgers. What was it really like? It's spring training, 1947. The Dodgers are in Florida. Robinson isn't allowed to stay at the team hotel. He has to lodge with a local black family instead. Some cities refuse to let the Dodgers play exhibition games if Robinson is on the field. The team has to scramble to find places that will allow it. When the regular season starts, the abuse gets worse. The Philadelphia Phillies and their manager Ben Chapman are especially cruel. They shout racial slurs nonstop when Robinson is at bat. How does Jackie respond? He doesn't. He keeps his promise to Ricky. He doesn't fight back, not with his fists anyway. Instead, Robinson lets his play do the talking. He gets on base. He steals bases. He scores runs. Slowly, things start to change. Robinson's teammates see his talent, his determination. They start to rally around him. Pee Wee Reese, the Dodgers captain, puts his arm around Robinson before a game in Cincinnati. It's a simple gesture, but a powerful one. It says, "This man is my teammate. He belongs here." As the 1947 season goes on, Robinson's play speaks for itself. He's not just good for a black player. He's one of the best players in the league, period. By season's end, Robinson has won over many fans and fellow players. He's proven that he belongs in the major leagues, and he's opened the door for others to follow. But it wasn't easy. Not by a long shot. Robinson faced death threats. He had to travel separately from his teammates in some cities. He couldn't stay at the same hotels or eat at the same restaurants. The mental strain was enormous. Robinson later said that he aged 10 years during that first season, yet he persevered. Why? Because he knew what was at stake. It wasn't just about baseball, it was about proving that integration could work. That talent and character matter more than skin color. Robinson's success paved the way for other black players to enter the majors. Larry Doby joined the Cleveland Indians later in 1947. By 1952, there were 150 black players in the minor leagues, but Robinson's impact went beyond baseball. He became a symbol of the changing times, a living example that barriers could be broken. As the years went by, Robinson used his fame to speak out on civil rights issues. He wasn't afraid to criticize. When he felt baseball was moving too slowly on integration, he said so. Robinson campaigned for political candidates who supported civil rights. He wrote newspaper columns discussing racial issues. He testified before Congress. After retiring from baseball, Robinson continued to break barriers. He became the first black television analyst for Major League Baseball. He was the first black vice president of a major American corporation when he joined Chock-full O' Nuts. Jackie Robinson proved integration works with his talent and character. He showed courage and dignity under pressure, facing hatred with excellence. On April 15, 1947, Robinson became a Brooklyn Dodger and made history. He paved the way for the civil rights movement, showing change was possible. Jackie Robinson once said, "A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives." By that measure, few lives have been more important than his. He changed the game. He changed the country. And his story continues to inspire us today. Jackie Robinson, number 42, forever a legend, forever a pioneer, forever an American hero.